Hi, it's Jim Gordon back with more small cap interviews on location at the Fairmont Pacific Rim Hotel in Vancouver, just across the street from the Vancouver Convention Center, where the Vancouver Resource Investment Conference is taking place. Joining me to talk about his company, Getchell Gold Corporation, is Mike Sieb, the president and director of the company. With Mike, over 30 years of strong corporate and project management experience in international mining. Good to have you with us, sir.
Oh, welcome.
Mike, let's talk about the company first. I've talked to you before, but give a little background on Getchell, and then we'll get into some of the projects.
Getchell, as it stands right now as a company, was formed about 4 years ago, with a mandate to find like a flagship property that could rebrand the company and kind of move it up to the premier tier in Nevada. And we did some serious due diligence, and we came up with the Fondaway Canyon Gold Project. It had 40 years of historic data, and once we started to delve into it, we found that there was huge upside potential. And so there was major areas that had yet to be drilled that we extrapolated should have large bodies of mineralization. So we drilled our first drill program in 2020, just 5 drill holes over a short 8-week period, and all 5 of those holes hit substantive bodies of mineralization, and 2 new zones were discovered. And so we drilled on through 21 and 2022, continuing to expand on the mineralization. We drilled 26 holes over the time frame, and not one of them missed.
You had some news come out, a resource estimate in December, drill program just recently. Can you talk a little more about both those announcements that Getchell made?
Every year from 2020, we've been expanding the drill program. We've gone from 2,000 meters to 4,000 meters to 6,000 meters. And it culminated in those 3 years, we kept on finding more gold. And so at the, we had to have a cutoff point in the middle of 2022 drill program. As we were still hitting more gold, we had to have a cutoff point. And we put together a new mineral resource estimate that far exceeded my expectations.
We're talking about your Fondaway project. You have other projects in Nevada. Talk about the lack of risk compared to, say, the greater risks that you'll find in Mexico and Chile and Panama recently. You've been in the business a long time. That must be a big appeal for you.
It's not just for me. It's also a big appeal for our investors as well, because it provides them with immense confidence that of the potential future development of any project in that jurisdiction. Nevada ranks, anywhere from the top 3 every year consistently, as far back as you can look. It ranks as the top 3 jurisdictions in the world for incentive of the mining industry, for confidence for the investor, for attractiveness for future development. Every year ranks in the top 3.
You just come across the street to join us from the Resource Investment Conference. Your first one since 2019, you mentioned. A lot of us, we know why. Talk about your feeling about what's going on over there. It's been a while since we've had this. What's the feeling?
It has been. I am very impressed with the buzz that we're hearing again. It's all in conjunction with what is happening around the world, with the markets, with the strength in gold and other commodities, future prospects for commodities across the spectrum. And people are starting to take notice. People are starting to realize that, hey, we haven't been paying attention to this for a number of years. This is an investment opportunity. And we've been received very well.
Gold starting strong in this new year, your thoughts?
It's been a long time coming. The macroeconomics has led the price of gold. The price of gold has lagged. And now the price of gold is starting to react to the macroeconomics. It's at $1,900 an ounce, but that's only a stepping stone. If you look at the trajectory of gold, you're going to see that it's going to continue to increase through the future. It's going to continue to strengthen. And as other factors weaken around the world, gold is going to react very positively to that. And I'm not quite sure where it's going to go.
Speaking of the future, let's talk about you and Getchell and the plans for the rest of 2023.
Well, at the end of 2022, we put out a sizable resource estimate. It basically put us in one of the top tier of the junior exploration miners in Nevada. It was 550,000 ounces of gold in the indicated category and 1.5 million in the inferred. So if you compare us to any other projects or assets in Nevada, all of a sudden, you know, we're up there.
Yeah.
And if you combine that asset and the mineralization remains completely open, but we have yet to test the extents of the mineralization, and Nevada is an area of elephants. So we don't know where this is going to take us.
Right.
But the future is, you know, potentially huge right now. If you look at our asset and you kind of tick off all the boxes, and you throw in the jurisdiction of Nevada into it as a really kind of solid foundation to grow something,
Right.
There aren't very many projects like us in the world. So this year, 2023, is going to be an expanded drill program where we're going to aggressively expand and infill the mineralization and work towards a PEA by the end of the year, a preliminary economic assessment. And that really is going to take not only the Fondaway Canyon Gold Project, but Getchell Gold to the next tier.
I've been talking with Mike Sieb, President and Director of Getchell Gold. More information, by the way, getchellgold.com. You also have some great stories on YouTube as well, which people can check out.
Absolutely.
Mike, a pleasure. We will let you get back to the Vancouver Resource Investment Conference. Thank you for joining us on Small Cap Interviews.
Well, thank you very much.